Hey, caught me whistling. Driving, actually. No hands. Drinking a watermelon slushy from Taco Bell. Breaking the rules. My sugar addiction is back in full force for the summer. And I ate about 1 million of these shaved ice things at this Master Musician Festival over the weekend we just got back from. We were there, got there about 5 o'clock Friday afternoon. Super cool. Music going on, 3 stages, actually 2 stages going on Friday evening. Saw Charlie Crockett, one of my favorites. Friday night he's there, and then Cedric Burnside, but we were out of gas. I'd like to stay and I'll watch him too, but I just don't worry about it when I'm done. Sometimes I'm done. So we headed back to the hotel, Robin and I, and hit the sack for the night. Got up, slept really late, and headed back for the day. Our hotel was not too far from the it was at Somerset Community College, so it wasn't too far from there. Technically we probably could have walked, but it'd be a long, decent walk in the heat that we had this weekend. And so in the middle of the day, hot, sweaty, took a break. No real bands were going on that we wanted to see or were tied to. So we went back, took a little nap, showers, cooled off, and then went back for the evening shows, which was really, and I don't even remember. I had to look at the schedule to get these people's names. We were there to see, I want to see Charlie Crockett. There really were some fantastic artists there, no doubt about it. Just not real familiar with them. And then Saturday night, the headliner was Jason Isbell, and that's really who we were going to see. That was our main deal. I think this band was called The War and the Treaty. And they were jamming out. We were went and got filled up water bottles or something like that. We're headed back to our seats. We got there early in the day because we would stake out a spot in the field and put our chairs down so that later on in the evening we'd still have those spots. We're heading back, and Robin looked at me and she said, "Boy, that wind feels good." And I thought, it does feel good, and it feels just like rain. And I looked up over my right-hand shoulder, man, and over on the horizon, it was dark as shit. After a little bit, a few minutes, pulled up phone, inconclusive. You knew somebody was getting a storm, and I didn't have to look on my phone to tell that. You could see it right over there. And as it started to come in and got closer and closer, people were looking over that way. Bands jamming out. And so it starts sprinkling a little bit. Just a few sprinkles. We look at each other. No, it's maybe it'll skirt us. And there were some people pointing around like it might be going right by us. Well, it kept on coming, and then you started seeing some lightning flashing, and I knew when that lightning's flashing, man, they're not letting us play anymore, man. It's time to get out of the pool. And hang on a second. There we go. So then they come up, and the band just disappeared, man. They just had one big crescendo. They played, boom, poof. They went off the backside of the stage. The people came out. Some officers come out, told everybody back off. There were some people up around the big aluminum frame stage, telling them they needed to get back. They sent them back, and people were standing back by the tree line, man. I thought, well, they really, and then we did too. We went back that direction. Really ain't no safer back there by them trees than it was out there by that big aluminum stage. We did look up. We saw one guy. He was standing up in the field. He had his, everybody had them folding chairs, bag chairs, what I call them. He had his bag chair upside down on his head, like with the legs sticking up, aluminum legs sticking up in the air. That ain't real smart either. But we stood there for a while, and it just poured down, man. The thunder would hit, and the lightning, you could see, boom, ground would shake. We just stood there smiling at one another. Every once in a while, shake your head. There wasn't much else you could do. It was a complete gray out. The rain was going horizontal. You look up there at the stage, and the rain was blowing straight into the stage. And think about all that electronic equipment and wiring and everything else that was up there. shot. I didn't have much hope for it, but we ended up said hell with it, and I walked up, got our chairs and our little cooler and brought them back down. They didn't want you up in that area. I went up there and got them, snatched them, come back down, and we folded everything back up, put it on our shoulders, and head for the car. Everybody was up under the beer tents and the vendor tents and everything, and some people were even holding on to them easy ups, you know, and there'd be as many people as you could get in one of them easy ups, and they had a hold of it, you know, so it wouldn't blow away, because some of them would blow down, or they tried to take them down. I don't know if it was a blow down or take down, but anyway, they were sitting around. People were in the big like circus kind of tents, you know, the big beer tent kind of deals, and they were holding on to that too, and her and I was the only ones. We were walking right up the lane in between all the vendors on both sides. We were the only ones walking. So I looked over like, you know, we're the only ones doing this. And yep. So we just buckled into the wind and into the rain and walked to the car. I had the brilliant idea earlier in the day, because it was so fucking hot, that I would leave the windows down just a little bit, and I had totally forgot about that until we got to the car. Windows down a little bit on both sides. You can get a lot of rain in that vehicle. And we jumped in. We went back over to the hotel. Hot showers, hot coffee. Looked out the window, watched everybody exiting the big traffic jam. We got out early because we decided to bail in the rain. It had stopped raining by now. We got the message across from Facebook and the event saying that the rest of it had been canceled. So people were pissed off, you know, want their money back, complaining. Like there's anything you can do about that, right? Force majeure, act of God, whatever you want to call it. Pretty futile use of your energy to complain about what the weather's doing. So, all in all, great weekend. Missed the headliner. It was fun. Memories we'll never forget. Good weekend. So today, Brian's podcast come out. Marriage recovery. You might want to say any kind of like recovery from any kind of relationship, but marriage specifically because of the commitment you make to one another. Come out this morning. It's out on YouTube. It's out on all the major deals. Google Play, iOS, the Apple Podcast app, and Anchor, of course. So check that out. Some good stuff going on there. And just want to put together, just going to kind of keep on putting out some of this YouTube content every once in a while. So peace out. Love y'all. Thank you for allowing me to participate in my recovery in this manner today.